That's a bit of a deep cut, but I suppose I could say that about very many things when it comes to what I do on here. I could say that about the game that I intend to go back to today, tonight, at this point, at this moment. Yeah. We ought to do that, having mentioned that intention. Let me see if I can do so. Now, I'm also trying out like a voice suppression thing that apparently you can just turn on in OBS. Like some very, very short tests with it before. It seemed to be pretty okay. Seemed to do pretty well. I don't think I saw this elsewhere, but I'm looking at like the activity feed on the Twitch thing here. Apparently, Red Bear resubscribed with Twitch Prime 3 hours ago. Time with Twitch, I don't believe it technically lay within the time period that I had allocated for being able to start the stream by that point, but I suppose that can be just dismissed as when have I ever actually been properly consistent with that. Sadly not today. Appreciate. But I suppose something that I can do, which hopefully I will be able to be somewhat consistent with, is go ahead and, start the game. If I can do that, then I shall. See Pathologic 2 music, how this is from the Theodore Bastard part of the album, as you can maybe see on the stream information there. I don't know how visible that is. I don't think it's particularly visible, but just believe me, if you zoom in on that, that's what it says. Okay, let me go ahead and see if I can, well, first of all, not show that anymore. It's like all the way on top of the source's visibility, but can I actually, okay, never mind, I can't just show that. That's good news at least. But yes, I believe if we are able to, now will be a good time to finish up this run of Rule of Rose that I've done since like I think the very end of October, which I followed up on the beginning of November, and then I just did what I did, which is just kind of disappear for a while for somewhat excusable, but not terribly so reasons. Yeah, we went from October to November, just like in real life, this game. And previously on Rule of Rose, I believe we finished going through like all the backstory that least some interesting implications, even though it's still like pretty unclear, I think, exactly what's going on with everybody. With this girl Jennifer that we've been playing as. Do eat you better? Eat my words, children. Yeah, I believe the last thing that happened story-wise was that the kids were like, yeah, we're totally gonna induct you to the top brass with the aristocrats that are allowed to have the red crayons of their own, and then just ended up here instead. I can't believe they did that to me. Yeah, she was in this spickle last time. Even though, in the interest of full disclosure, I suppose I could mention that some stuff did happen off screen. Namely, me going back into a save before we got locked into this chapter change. And realizing that apparently there's a whole bunch of optional stuff you can collect at that precise moment in the game. I thought I had been locked out of mostly, but apparently not. Oh, okay. Oh yeah. Call for a dog. I did not realize the dog is right there. It's behind us. Do some tracking for me now. Or, well, I suppose you're gonna stay whether you or not at this point. Remember if L1 are supposed to do anything. I think they are. For the combat, but it's been a while since I've, yeah. Yeah, come on, boy. Surely you can at least. Oh, okay. That was all that was necessary. It's a bit of motivation. The dog was lying down like that because he was hurt, but I suppose it's always a happy discovery to see that that's not the case. Better than that one time, the unlucky girl realized that this was the old mansion. Unfortunately for her, despite the beautiful sunset, which we can't really see too well, this day was the unluckiest of days. Only the girl's silent companion saw her as she suffered in fear, and so this day began. And I didn't quite mean to exit up that hallway. Yeah, it looks like we're back in the building from the beginning. Gotten off the airship, and we got the red crayon after all. The girl is saying that a red crayon is a mark of aristocrats. Go figure. Yeah, here we go. Poor helpless unlucky girl, we can do the item storage thing, and presumably that would imply that there's possibly gonna be one of these things in here as well. We can use the save, which we could, but let me take a look at what's in my inventory right now, in fact. As well. We got the red crayon, we got that rusty sword we got from trading in Elven knives. We got scones, candy, shortbread, biscuit, half biscuits to like track stuff and heal at this time. Don't know if we're gonna want to keep holding on to all of these, particularly the half biscuit, but I recall half biscuits were like left behind by the fat kid when we had to like chase him around for some reason. And we oh, I seem to remember that we have a bunch of marbles too. I don't know if we're gonna be able to do anything with the marbles. A collection that we accrued, given that we seem to be well beyond the opportunity where we can actually access the thing. Like preview box in the airship now. But I suppose in the interest of continuing to look for stuff, let's look at what we have stocked, which we should have quite a bit now if we do like have etc. This will be quite the collection. Like records and stuff. I think at this point we want to one of the films. Film 14. Over there, and Pisces, which is I'm not even sure how to use these, but I'm sure it'll all make sense by the end. Let's immediately go into the inventory and see if Doggo can find anything based on this. The answer seems to be no for the time being, but maybe that won't remain the case forever. Yeah, do we have a map of this place? Because we've definitely been here before. Yeah, the orphanage. First floor, the attic. Ground floor. Oh yeah. We got this as the correct notation. The notation that says that the first floor and the ground floor are the same. Is this on the ground? Is it just... I gotta remember too that we have like free camera control, but I think if you press R2 at certain times. That's how you can adjust the camera. Go now. Well, apparently this is the unluckiest day, so we are told by the narration. What could that mean? And we perhaps have a... play hooky again. To my office later, don't you forget. Suppose we'll have to do that. The strict teacher left the room, the girl was all alone, and music changed. Became somewhat more conspicuous. Well, she wasn't all, though she had the doggo. It did appear, though, that there was something behind this door. The reception room. It's another film. What do you know? Film 7 of 14. What's this now? Let's go ahead and teleport this back to the box. Put the bin. Maybe. Just think that's... oh, a lollipop on the table. I thought that was a key or something. It's on its general shape, but... perhaps find something with this other film that we have located. It's Headmaster's room. Is it? Is this the office? Oh, hey. How do you know we found another film? This time we found film 11. Let's see what I see now. Let me get rid of this one. Put that back to the box. Is this the place we're supposed to come? Well, here's this where the guy is. So perhaps the answer is yes, but before we go ahead and acknowledge that, let's instead see what Doggo can find with this. So we'll be going this way now. Could also go ahead and, I don't know, try to find more fields and stuff just by random tracking with other items in our inventory, but I think I managed to stockpile enough crap that hopefully shouldn't be a problem. New record. This time it's called Sunday. I suppose I shall set Sunday as the trackable thing now and teleport this one away. I have 2 empty spaces in our inventory. What's up with the red crayon either? Hold on. We track the red crayon right now. We can in fact track something with the red crayon. So might as well see where that takes us. Well, unless of course that turns out to be like one of those items that I'm pretty sure we found a good chunk of during our quest here, which pretty much amounts to use this item to do the tracking and figure out where you're supposed to go for make progress, basically. I'm wondering if that's what we're doing, or if this is actually leading us somewhere else, because, I don't know, I would think that we have to talk to the teacher guy. Complete our objective. I think we're going to a room in the basement that we're not being barred from. Cell of Repentance, oh my god. I think we found this before. What do we have here? A pledge. Look, I suppose. I pledge allegiance to the prince and princess. I promise to love thy neighbor. I shall offer a monthly gift. That's clearly not all that says, though. Let me see. The red commandments, I think. So that says the prince and princess promise to love thy neighbor. Is that what that's supposed to say? No, it's kind of hard to read that. second line on the actual graphic. For a monthly gift, I shall punish the unfaithful red crayon. Something at the bottom. Apparently they conveniently leave out the part about punishing the unfaithful. Apparently we can't find anything else with this either, so I guess we'll hold on to this for the time being, just in case. Goodness. I don't think we can use the lollipop to track anything. I remember though, can we? So Cal also teleport this back to the box preemptively. But like I said, I suppose I'll hold on to the red crayon for the time being. We have anything else we can track with that? Not that we're aware of now, at least. Let's go meet up with the mans, if we can. See, this is the ground floor. I don't quite remember where the office is, so... This door to my right and see where that puts me. It's this hallway, it's just the main hallway that has like the bottom of the stairs. If I exit out the door that presumably exists at the other end of this hallway, from what I vaguely recall. I don't think I recall this very clearly outside of the exploration that we have to do with this place at the start of the game, where we do much. Hey, there's 12 kids here. What do you have to say at this point? The sloppy prince fidgeted restlessly and said to the unlucky girl, Mr. Hoffman wants to see you. I'd hurry if I were you. I'm going to mock your debut with an authority figure. The gluttonous prince looked grudgingly at the unlucky girl and said, You've been called in by Mr. Hoffman, better not make him wait or else. Doesn't seem to mean that you're gonna block my way, but we're locked in. Alright, let's go see what Hoffman has to say this time. I think Hoffman was actually pretty much supposed to be the same guy that was presented as the first boss of the game. The guy was like bound up, chased us around, and like the other bosses in the game had like a really terrible hitbox, but...
Dirty wretch. Why are you always trying to get out of work? Can't you do your job like all the other children?
Suppose not. Well, do you want to tell me? You're still here. Come along and help the others with the cleaning. Do I make myself clear? Alright. That was very edifying, thank you. Water plants sway back and forth in the lonely fish tank, where apparently a miniature left the orphanage has been placed. Why would you put that in a fish tank, though? Perhaps the presence or absence of fish is meant to convey some kind of rich. Or perhaps it is simply the notion of seeing the orphanage building submerged. Well, hey, I've been told to help out. What shall we do in light of that? Doesn't want to... No matter how kindly she smiled, which I don't think we've seen her smile in this whole game. If we're alone, what a... We won't even talk to us anymore. What about the fat kid? This prince glanced away around the girls who served cold soup for supper. Right, apparently they're not gonna acknowledge me at all. Now, what shall we do now? I would be pelted with pieces of rolled up paper from assailant. It reads liar. You to tell me that someone has actually placed written something within that piece of paper? Within each of these pieces of paper, even, perhaps. Well, perhaps this means that I ought to conduct another exploration of this place again. This hallway, I think, possibly leads to some of the other bathrooms. Permanently just locked. That's just asking for trouble, locking the toilet, but I suppose someone's not particularly concerned about that. What are these markings on the floor? Does this perhaps mean that I should check out whatever's behind this door, except I can't? Perhaps it's another iteration or expression of the single most threatening force in this entire context, which is to say, anything to do with the fish tank in the office. Or so I've decided. There's a plot in this little backyard where we get like pushed into at the beginning. It seems to be not present right now. What do we have on the floor there? Animal bone. Is this for the dog? One of those things that I apparently can give him. Tasty bone that will keep your dog's tail wagging. Yeah. Like a few items that are probably meant for healing the dog, but outside of like that one time. He had the unfortunate involvement in the mermaid boss fight. Don't believe I've really seen any situations where it really makes sense to use anything like that. What if I take this door to my right now? Last time I took a door to my right like that, it was like the wrong hallway. I'm clearly on the right hallway. It's the one with the stairs. Is there something on the stairs? Probably is, but oh well. I was told to clean, but I'm not really sure how I can accomplish that. Walking around and hoping that maybe I can get something to help me figure out exactly what my intended destination is again. We tried to track the red crayon again. Do you have any luck? I suppose not. There's something going on in the balcony here. It is another child. Have anything to offer, perhaps? What about the unlucky girl said her the culprit is simply stared up into the sky? All alone. Not going to be acknowledged by her either. What a tragedy. I suppose he has like perhaps wander around this place, find all kids, and be subjected to just wantonly being ignored. Humiliation by other. Oh, what do you know? There piece of roll of paper. Can we pick this one up? It would not be in your inventory though. Reads, I'd be ashamed if I were you. I mean, perhaps all of these pieces of paper were just kind of already lying on the floor, and the fact that she's had two of those thrown at her that coincidentally had her those messages. Perhaps they only coincidentally had those messages written on them. They were chosen at random. More should be read into that. Just a bit of an unfortunate coincidence. I came from here, I feel like I probably did. Skeleton. Hey, she's also in this version of reality. I wonder what she has to say now. If she will even acknowledge us. People of the small-hearted princess concentrating on her chores seemed forced and unnatural. The lucky girl became sad, and then she was alone again. What a hapless, unlucky girl. We successfully did it. We found one more person to be ignored by. I'd say things are going along swimmingly.
Aha!
Uh-huh. What is it this time? You get what you deserve. But we still have no idea what we did. Just kind of... Like, we still have no idea if we did anything, but it's kind of implied that we did something that just made everybody else hate us among the group of kids, but... It's only been vague hints the entire time. That may or may not have been, or what may or may not have happened. The unlucky girl said to her the strong-willed princess would only gaze lethargically. Sleep her awake, the girl was alone, or a sad unlucky girl, I don't know why. She specifically would be had to be a sleeper awake. Apologize by dying. Suppose if that's we seem as sufficiently effective, or just sufficient. But why though? Why do I need to apologize by doing that? Following the Yoshi's Island train tracks again, or perhaps find a different way to go? Because I think it just came from the dormitory, didn't I? Yeah. Spoken to her. And I try to have a way of tracking which way the piece of paper went after I've gone through a door. Oh, so apparently I have no means of telling. He just pushed me down the stairs in a way that I'm just able to shrug off. What about the oh yeah, the doggo was here. Alright, we've been pushed down the stairs. I wonder if we have anything else to... Anything else to notice to perhaps improve our situation. The vase is filled with fresh water. I suppose that flower vase was not the one responsible for bringing us down the stairs, though, or throwing those papers at us. Well, perhaps now that we've done all that, we can go back and... maybe find the headmaster guy again. And do another little thing where we get yelled at for no good reason. I wonder. Torments of War, Modern Spiritualism and Ideology. Difficult-looking books are neatly arranged on the recessed shelf. This is the right room. I was wondering about that. Along and help the others with cleaning. Do I make myself clear? Well, I suppose that part might be clear enough, but... Okay, it's another lollipop. Which I should be able to pick up. It wasn't like in the middle of an object that was its own hotspot. It might be viable, but However, it's gotta be light of that, right? Just find the exact alignment that I need just to be able to pick that up. I'm not even looking at the shelves anymore at this angle, and yet. Or did we just get the same description? So I don't really know where I can go though. But also, weird noises, which may or may not result in some distortion. Because of the filter thing, the record player is broken, and yet it seems to be doing a decent enough job. All things considered. I believe I can... Oh, I forgot what controller I was using for a moment. The work which is at least somewhat related with the other thing that I was going to say, but I just interrupted myself from saying, which is... that notion, I suppose, of just kind of being good enough. It relates to some testing I've been doing with the software recently. Schedule of classes is posted. You wonder what those red stars are supposed to be. It looks familiar. Saturday class F. Does it say at the bottom there for Saturday? Wednesday, Friday. Include Sunday, I guess that's the one that's implied. Nothing happens at this point, so they have like what? Music and then nothing for 3 hours, and then they have the PR, FR, whatever that says on the far right on the second row. I don't really know what it says in the other cells at all. There's the first one on Thursday, which just looks like it's been completely scribbled over, so that doesn't really help, but oh well. Over here, hold this line with many pictures that appear to have been drawn by a child. What is up with that? The word is filled with meticulously written words over and over. Readers can read any of that. One man's will. It's a form of government. Goodness, controlled by one man's will. Democracy is a form of government controlled. It's okay, so the bottom part is almost it's their duplicate from the top part, but not exactly. That is weird. Nothing over here. It looks like someone left a note in one of those lockers, but I guess we can't shut. Let's see. I may or may not have lost track of the last place where we were pelted with paper. No, I didn't. I know exactly where that was, but not where we were pelted with paper, but where we were pushed down the stairs. And I'm not quite sure what we can do after the fact. Apparently these two little fucks don't want to speak anymore. Can't leave this place. Goodness. I can only imagine. Actually, it's causing some distortion or not, but maybe that's something that I actually should do an experiment. I think the only real moment when I ended up having a significant amount of distortion thanks to the filters that I started using was like a fan pointed directly at the microphone. It's not something you should do. Okay. Well, maybe now it's time to go to the basement, I don't know. It did look like there might be some stuff there. So now I have the problem, I don't quite remember what the way down to the basement was. I don't believe it had anything to do with this. Perhaps it did with that hallway. Not the one that I just went into, the other one. I've seen the board. Door open. There's a door next to it open. Maybe. No. I guess we found one more person. Could this be about this time? It's the one that's always crying. I remember her existing. The little princess cried even more. The girl was all alone. Fragile, lucky girl. Tried to grab some keys, maybe, to have a snack for later. Seemed like that maybe a bit of a potentially prudent thing to do, but I suppose she did not act on that in the end. Still find it a little strange, though, that I found a way back to the basement. Suppose it's not as simple as just taking the stairs. Have I gone in this particular area yet? Oh, okay. It isn't quite as simple as just taking the stairs, but it is a matter of approaching the stairs from a different angle. Here, let's take another look down here. No remorse for their these cells. That seems like a nice, definitely not eyebrow raising at all thing for a Fed to have. Did I say Fed? I feel like my thoughts are starting to get scrambled. That's a good sign. Gardening tools are neatly arranged. I don't know what I said right before that either. And I feel like, yeah. My thoughts are starting to get seriously scrambled. What do we have here then? Inventory full. Please drop something. Wait, really? Yeah. We have that. This. Bones. I guess we're gonna leave the bones as well. I'll try one thing, in fact. You can't yet take any more of these right now. I guess I'll go ahead and... I just noticed something. Like half health? Why? Being attacked. We found a lumberjack axe. How much better that's gonna be than the other stuff that we found so far, but just go. No, this. Need to go this way. Thought, but maybe not. Right. It appears that no matter which way you go after this, this junction, so this isn't at the end. That's what I'm trying to do. Plus, just take a look around. No, a little disoriented just looking through every room in the basement. I came in here first, didn't I? Yeah, just like trying to figure out where will be. The rooms are that I can access. There will be no kids in the basement, though. Of course, that probably could be read as good tidings, considering applications that would have this game context. Oh dear. Okay, this we can use the films, maybe? The projector is broken. We have... I think, yeah. If I try to use this... nothing happens. So I suppose now we have to fix this first. Perhaps if I come back here some other time, I can actually get that to react with what I have, but oh well. I suppose there wasn't anybody else down here after all. Just like messing around with the mic. Like to criticize myself a little. Optimal. I can do this. Just return this locked. Yes, I did. It's... I'm not gonna lie, I kinda wish there was a better way to just keep track of all the places I've been to on this map. Very... track. As I might imagine, it looks like this door here would lead back to the outside, so naturally that's out. To Edgar's bathroom. It's really where the... No. It's not. Oops. If we go down here, I'll take the door to the left. The end that may lead to. So let's just headmaster's office. In this case, this is yeah. That's what that is. Kind of. Still hazes. Oh dear. Oh, we've earned a reset of the music at least. Impeccably clean, expensive dishes. And also a wobbling shadow out here. You can see the garden underneath the same sound. It's deserted. I mean, what's it called? Dormitory where we found the last, or one of the last of these kids wasn't on the ground floor, was it? No, that is true. I thought this is a door that the master had gone through at the beginning, but... Okay, finally managed to figure out exactly what the placement on the map of the large room. There's with the ground floor is the... So that's probably would be trying to figure out, exactly what the hell these kids want to the other. That's what I really liked. See Dolby, but I suppose you take what you can get. Which in this case is what we can do is distract them. Betrayal, maybe? Wanted to track them with this, it still doesn't work. Nothing on the floor here, but it doesn't seem like I can pick it up. Maybe. Oh, wait, never mind. examine the plants. Let me have a quick look at the map at the top here. Let's see. I think down here is dormitory. Start here. The exits from the dormitory which we've been to. Just across from it, we can see if we can figure out if we open all the doors along this path or not. We were able to go to the laboratory, any of the laboratories before. Where we? Oh, hey. It's here. I think this lady got killed in the... She was also gonna call me a filthy wretch. Cleaning queen. Her play was always the same. It's always, well, not quite the same. She changed from filthy to dirty in a breath. It's gonna be worth something. Yeah. Actually, what is it? Never mind. Can you speak to me again? Perhaps also not around. I know you can navigate better than that. Perhaps not, though. I can't navigate better than that. The imagination right now. Which is certain. There's a lot I can't do by any stretch of the imagination right now, to be honest with you. Get a certain check, perhaps. Maybe, instance of me not really doing a whole lot. But, let's see. I guess just check every door in the hallway. I think the problem with trying to check everything along these hallways in this building is that I'm pretty sure the hallways loop around, they like go in a circle. It's not straightforward as it should be. I came here before, didn't I? I'd like to imagine, so I feel like you already know what my would dictate. It would dictate that it knows nothing and understands nothing, like in, I don't know, that one game where Billy saying did voices. who knows nothing, understands nothing. Here's stairway. Perhaps we can try to get all the way up to the top floor again. Before I think with that, I did try to make that happen before, but the problem was that both of these doors were closed. I think I maybe started to see things. I got into this one play area. Perhaps I have not got into this room before, at least. Oh, hey, it's this guy. He exists. I believe that is technically something that is, existing could be possible. Railway station of the mischievous princess train did not have the girl's name on it. And she was all alone. So it's another song from a certain good game that its publisher hates for some reason. Or they make the entire song with lyrics and a general kind of sound profile modeled around trains. And yet that's pretty much completely disconnected with what you see during the game context that it's paired with, which is out with a giant cat plushie, but okay. Okay, perhaps now we're finally gonna be able to, we're not able to pick up, oh no, never mind, we are. This piece of paper. You found the thief. Maybe now we're able to give chase up into the attic stairs, I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. But maybe, yes, maybe we'd be able to actually get up based on the fact that apparently that's where that one thing came from. The latest piece of rolled up paper, but apparently that was not to be. I say I'm rather nonplussed with this progression of events. I'm just kind of hoping that I can get to the point where that is done. Even though I am pretty sure that we came down into the basement before and we covered nothing. Huh. Good looking dolls lying around. They frightened Jennifer. Say something on the wall. Here it definitely looks like it says something on the wall. A clear indication of what that is. This is the place for the factories that we apparently can't use. There's also that taking consideration. I wonder if we, like, use the record that we're carrying on the player that's apparently playing this whole thing. Cell Solitude, Launcher's place here. Makes it all feel uneasy. There's also this sledgehammer next to it. I mean, as long as you're not, it's not there because you're supposed to use that misery style Stephen King. Not visiting these cells isn't really gonna need much of anything, but when I've taken inventory of basically every single room in the house and yet the kids are still there. So still back and forth, back and forth. A very funereal attitude. I would like to save there, at least I know like where the room for saving is, but I gotta be honest, I feel like I've forgotten that. Something feather, but I don't think the feather, like the actual feather power up is there. What the fuck am I talking about? I've gotten to that point. I believe I said feather power up. I don't know why I said that. I think that may have been how my brain is trying to parse the stuff that I'm actually trying to find, which is literally anything. Eh. Okay. Oh gosh. Oh, hi, hold on. We got something in this room that I completely missed the first time that I came by here, and apparently though I've got an inventory full. I was convinced that I didn't. Oh, but I got a minced pie. Put this back in the stock thing. I'm not gonna drop the kitchen, but there's something else that we don't really need to carry around. Probably a good thing to have in the stock. Perhaps not inventory at this time. Oh yeah, I'm sick of the constant tattoo to a chapel. Shit, I can imagine. So hello, chapel. Very, very lost. There's like not really that many rooms that I can go to, but yeah, in spite of this, I'm not doing a great job of going through each and every ground level. No, so I'm pretty sure I've been in here. Open this door. How do we show? Oh, library. So that answered my implicit question. Alright, I guess I found another room that I haven't been to. So I was being subconsciously deterred from going into this room just because it looks like the same loop direction that it would be on the ground floor, but it's not. What's in this book then? Wow. The princesses didn't let the unlucky girl to enter conversation. Wherever she went, she was all alone. Let alone being. And once again, kids are even left at this point to be ignored by. So if we just approach again, the same thing happens again. But if we go away again, like that never happened. Oh. This time we gotta piece of paper from some picture would have been impossible to count from this room to the hall. Time to do a little bit of guesswork just to try to figure out which of the many rooms in this place even counts as a hall at this point. Could it be the room that's on the ground floor, which is where the base of the big staircase is at? That's it, because I guess that's where I'm going to try to get to now. Even guess which way there is. Have I been to the kitchen before? I believe I have. This is where the... See. I suppose that's also where the crying girl is no more. There's stairways. The place that I just came from, isn't it? Yeah. At this door. This is the place. I had in mind, at least this isn't in fact the place that I had in mind. Is this where I was called to? I mean, people are gone now. Here. Door is still locked. I suppose L2 also works for resetting the camera thing. Oh, this is a... Didn't realize. But I suppose I will save. Definitely don't want to repeat that whole thing. Go ahead and save. Later. Or something that I'm pretty sure should have taken an hour, but oh well. I mean, here we are. Leave this place again and go to... Again. Is the classroom the hall? I'm not really sure why we counted as such, but... I don't really know which of the many rooms in this place is the hall. Could be whatever's behind this door or this door, but I suppose we'll not find out. We've not been given permission to see what's behind them, I guess. Can't imagine this place being counted as being described as a hall, given that it's not even indoors, but... I don't know, maybe... I suppose one place that I technically didn't check on the ground floor was the, like, ante-rooms for the office at the beginning. Like right here. Or just the office itself. If apparently all the people are gone. Oh wait, what? Never mind, this is not the place I thought it was. Confusing myself when it comes to the layout of this place again. I don't know what else is new. What else has been new for the past hour? This looks like this could be a hole. The player is broken. If I were to, I don't know, for example, try to use this thing with Killer in front of me, nothing happens. Yeah. I don't know, I feel like I looked at this before, didn't I? Doodles all over the portrait, yeah. I don't know, I get a weird deja vu-esque feeling. Some of the stuff on the wall there. There's something different in here? No. I suppose not. But here. The diaries left open on the desk. Oh, I suppose maybe this is the place. Children are spreading rumors about a killer named Stray Dog. They say he comes at dusk under the cover of darkness and devours the children. Kidnaps. Disturbingly, the rumors seem to be motivated by recent disappearances that have the public in a panic, which I suppose we've heard about. However, I found that the rumors I used to get the children to do the cleaning are working splendidly. The orphanage is spotless. I'm such a clever teacher. It seems fine. So it gets the results that I want. Anything else? No, I suppose not. We'll back out into the other hole we go, I guess. Or a large hole. Actually, hold on a moment. That's what I would like to say, but then so in a rumor, it's pretty much impossible to check the thing that I've just maybe gotten done may or may not be the case. I don't know if it is. No. Not that maybe it had gotten darker outside, but it's kind of hard to tell from any of these angles. You know what? Oh wait, never mind. Hey, is it actually gonna let me out again? Okay, no, never mind. I suppose it's not done everything like that at this point. What am I gonna say? I am yet again rather confused by what I'm to do. This now might be as good a time as any to try and make my way back to where one of the save areas is. I think this is the right way. I suppose after a very long, aimless wandering period, maybe I can make some headway in that. Let's see, one of these two doors, I believe either this one or the one that's directly across, should lead to a short kind of dead-end hallway where there's a place where I can save. What would have been save? Please tell me where the fuck I'm supposed to go. Or something. You know, everyone here, you don't take a seat of you. Your friend's tired eyes watch you in the night. Why do those eyes see? Why do they look so sad? Or you've been told that's your only clue. Your friend's tired eyes watch you in the night. Is that like the, I don't know. That's, that could ambiguously be said to refer to either the dog or the, like, one kid that apparently is orchestrating something. Answer is in the boss at the beginning, and then about the game, I guess, he gives you the 3 chapters to choose from. What's that one? Might be the one that somehow is having the guiding, but being told go to the hole. Yet, like, none of these freaking rooms are marked. I would imagine that the hole could possibly be in the attic or the basement, but I don't even know at this point. Actually, wait a minute. Did I just see one of these things? Oh, never mind. It's literally shining. I was supposed to notice that.
Boys and girls, cleaning time is over. Waste paper should go in the rubbish bin, and washing should go into the filth room. Are the rooms all spick and span? Are the halls all sparkling clean? It's almost time for bed. Diana, Eleanor, Xavier, Meg, Susan, Nicola, Thomas, Clara, Olivia. Be thankful for this wonderful day, and let us pray for an even better day tomorrow. Get ready for bed, and may you have a good night's rest.
Alright. Finding a piece of paper. Made stuff begin to happen. More paper rained down. Skiffed filthy Jennifer. No, there doesn't seem to be anyone around at the time. At this time. Someone might want to collect on that eventually, though. I suppose we'll save. I'm definitely not opposed to the idea of doing that aimless wandering again, because, damn. Fuck, this game looks so interesting. I wish I could watch the previous streams. It's definitely an interesting game. It's one a bit clunky in a few aspects, but definitely a few aspects that stand out about it. Not the least of which is the actual way the plotline is presented. It's done quite interestingly in a few versions. Oh dear. And now these fuckers come out. Let's see. We do have a rusty sword and a lumberjack axe, which I don't believe I've tried. Let me see. Oh dear. I don't know if it's never really necessarily a good idea to stick around. Oh, the axe seems effective. What are these guys carrying like this big rectangular objects for this box? Description. Yeah, they look could be vaguely like blade shaped like cleavers or something, but it seems like that's it. At least the doggo is always here to back me up. Oh goodness. I don't even know how worthwhile this is, this confrontation that I am wantonly just kind of sticking around for instead of running away from, which would be considerably easier. But like that. No, I think these guys are being like replenished by the doors. This might be good though too. Bring this out again. My dog. Let's go ahead and wait, never mind. Say let's go through that door, but apparently that's not gonna happen. I suppose any doors that are open right now are that we're not allowed to go through. What if I go through this door first instead? And then... Okay, it's kind of one immediately, but... Have a look over here first. Anything in the lavatory this time? There's the red bird graffiti thing. Okay, I suppose we're trapped in here now. That's rude. Hopefully we do have some food items, so in case we do end up getting duly, yeah, have this kind of crap happen. I'm sure we're gonna be alright. We can eat. Go in the bathroom. Get us back on our feet at least. Not down. Didn't mean to dash forward before turning around that time, but that's what Destiny had in mind. We can stomp thing, which never actually works out. No, this axe seems to be effective. Can you tell this hung on the railing? Yes, well, I'm looking at the door. You seem to have plenty of those shortbread. Should probably use that if I end up having to heal again. Goodness. Jeez, of course. I suppose we'll have to run away. For now, I don't know where to. Perhaps if we go this way. I'm trying to come through that other door for now, but apparently that's just not gonna happen. Wait, never mind. We'll be able to find another path to where the dog wants to go right now. As a result of this. Let's see. That stands in your way. Can't open. The pig also stands in your way. The goat. The goat and the pig are apparently acting as obstacles for us right now. And there's that girl from the Cabin flashback that apparently was also being like lined with sickness, I think. In one of the earlier sequences that makes significantly less sense. Okay. And another if we could only pick it up without being strong, that would be nice. Right. One day acquired, I believe we shall. This. Teleport soundly back to the box. Probably should use some sharper, like I said. I guess I'll just go ahead. One of these now. Let's see. Measure. Right, dog, let's go. Oh, I suppose we're not going. God, it's friggin' fish. Children. Let's get out of this room at any rate. A good start. Now, alright, now we can go someplace else. The kitchen, which I believe should be at that end, but oh boy, we're being locked in here. Which probably means that we're gonna have to do some. Okay, the right. I think I was gonna say I don't think I remember like any kits with the specific themed customs. Specific themed customs. Oh, what the fuck? It's in the door signs, but that's not true. I'm pretty sure I remember that. The pig kits, now that I think about it. It's dead. Oh, but there's probably another rat kit we need to. Oh boy, it's gotta be looking to run around, isn't it? It's gonna be interesting. I found a meat cleaver. And we also this door, which I don't think I remember seeing. Came in here before and found a crying kid, but inventory full, of course. Oh, that's right. I think we can just this. We found this. Time 14. Oh hey, and certain just happened, but don't worry about that. We are done looking for those things, at least. Meat cleaver, I don't know. Which of these is really gonna be better. Biscuit, I don't think we're gonna be using these really, so I suppose I'll also get rid of that for now. Beef jerky, which I think is another one of those things that's for the dog. For that. You're trying to find cuts of meat, perfect for $50, yeah. You know it right now. We go ahead and found that. Let's go ahead and track the records again. Where that puts us, I suppose we're looking around and trying to figure out, oh fuck, where the rat, like the special animal kits are. The rats, there's also the pigs and the goats, and I think I remember the goats once now. Oh god, I just found, oh shit, oh Jesus, okay. Regular kids in this room doesn't seem like it's gonna be too hard anyway, but I bet you're gonna want to get hit with those chairs. What do you think? Really throw them far. We're just gonna be swinging around, but now apparently they can push them. Oh god, this guy seems to be a little bit stuck, but that's just fine where I'm concerned. Makes it considerably easier to deal with, unlike this guy, about whom I can say the opposite thanks to that perspective. That's an issue, not a benefit. Oh dear lord. Apparently this guy has some weird iframes, so it's no good. A certain rhythm, though, I suppose. Yeah, we'll get to the record. Just made a dog. I just need to, you know, deal with this dude first. Oh, and I suppose we did have to kill everyone in this room, too. This guy's dead, even though he's still standing up and very much present. That's interesting. I get the feeling that didn't count as any of the special kid targets that we were supposed to kill for the door. Suppose we found Tuesday. Put Monday away. Go on another search. Oh no, we can't actually. Oh, where am I stuck on? Jeez. That's weird. This is definitely one of the aspects in which this game is not particularly a standout, though. The combat is just kind of... Right. You try to hurt my dog, come on. I might as well try to find as many, or just explore as many of these rooms as possible, because we have to find all these other kids. Going to the men's lavatory. I kind of lost track of like even what floor I'm on, but I'm sure just a quick look at the map can clear that up for me. These fucks are somehow back. I'm on the ground floor. These fuckers are back. Shouldn't be. This hallway was clean. Oh, wait. We drop something here. What do we have? Sharpred. Hey, well, I'll take that sharpred at least, but... Alright, dog, come on. Let's get out of here. Let's go to this hallway instead. It's apparently this... Oh, it's not gonna be... It's gonna be a nice place. Oh dear. Well, we're back in the main big hall here, and we've got a goat kid and the pig kid both at once, and I think these guys can actually at least, you know, it's fair enough that this game is fair enough that even with its wonky hitboxes and other like monster combat, I'm pretty sure at least I think it's almost wanted to mention like the infighting from Doom, but no, not quite that level where they actually will try to fight each other specifically, but oh no, my dog. What's this? I might pop 2 shortbreads just to top myself off. I might as well try to. Yeah, literally can't even get out of the thing without getting hit again. Alright, tell me that that's the end of the goat kid. Okay, that is in fact the end of the goat. Still need one more goat kid to kill though, or have one kill. Let's have like one more of each to kill. Oh Christ. Here, I get rid of this fucking pig child. I expect to the stomp, which literally moves them out of the way, which means that I can't get them with that. Trying, but it doesn't do anything. I wonder why it's there at all, but I wonder there about a great many things. Come to a satisfactory conclusion regarding those using, so okay. Such as just teleported behind me in true nothing personnel fashion, but and here's Doggo, who unfortunately seems to not be doing too great right now, but we should have some means to alleviate that, hopefully. Well, not doing so well, but apparently doing sufficiently well that we can from one room to the other. I suppose now might be a good time to get some stuff in the dog. Let's get a drumstick. Let's see what happens if we feed that to the dog at this time. Get us an opportunity as any. But that's actually a lot of sound. Maybe it was probably warranted at that time. Let's stop that again. Keep that in mind. Let's go ahead and create another save. Now that we've gone ahead and I suppose done half of the necessary stuff that we need to do. Or which presumably will be the final objective of this whole thing, this whole chapter. Actually, never mind. Let's see, can the dog track stuff? Apparently the... Can not only not track stuff, but the stairway is blocked off. What about the, you know, back stairway? Can I still access that one? Kinda wish the dog wouldn't just run off by himself and go fight those kids by himself or whatever. In a way, it's quite inspiring. Alright, hey dog, come on. Please come up here. Okay, it's got something. I thought we were gonna be relegated to like one of the floors, but I guess not. Place. We are being led to ultimately. Is it gonna be another place that we're gonna be locked into until, yeah, looks like yes. Until we kill everything in here, which will be. This is one of the target kits, I suppose so. And also freaking mask kits like Pathologic. Probably fusion of Pathologic and freaking rabbit mask dudes from Bioshock 1. I suppose. I'd like to get out of the corner. Want these kids to have me completely surrounded. Be good. Yeah. I am honestly rather surprised that I've not been completely gotten to the point where stumbling, but I am now very much at that point. Never mind. Let's go ahead and pop a couple of shortbreads. Hopefully I don't end up having to use up all my shortbreads soon. I do like having an ample stock of them. I kind of wish they didn't just spring this giant combat gauntlet on you at the end of the game, but yeah. I'll deal with it because I have to. I don't know what the fuck. Apparently, I've already lost like most of my health again already. Go figure how. Let's pop one of these things precisely. What is going on with this pig box? Just like literally can't do anything because of the swing angle, and yet still is spawning right on top of me. It just has to move one step to be able to jump me. Oh boy. These candies. Please be dead. Be ideal at this time. You. I think I must kill all the kids except for the rat kid. For like the prime target, so. Alright, the rat barrier is dealt with, I suppose. At least. Yes, at least one of these stupid children left me something to make up for the. No, Christ, not to remind this stupid kid isn't dead. What? They literally keep coming back to life. What's up with that? Lumberjack axe. I already have one of those. As it happens. Dog, did you find? Okay, yeah, you did find a record. Let's see. Which will be the new thing that we track? Guess we're not gonna be needing the red crayon anymore, actually, or this pledge. Certainly, at least, I suppose I'll go ahead and leave those. Let's get the fuck out of here. I don't want to be in the same room with these friggin' things anymore. Right, dog, can you start to track whatever the next thing is now? Yes, you can. I can pull like a Resident Evil movement plan where I can move through these hallways without actually having to fight anything. I need to make my way back to where the save room is. Like, no. Nothing, basically. And Thursday. Let's track Thursday. This one away. Yeah, I suppose take one quick look around the room just to make sure there's not any other kids in here. There isn't, but now I'm just stuck in a freaking share hitbox loop thing. One biscuit. Maybe I would think instead of going to this room, I should have gone to the same room because I get the feeling that we're about to be locked in here, but maybe not, never mind. I will definitely do that next though. Alright. Right, there's something else in this room. Let's see what's up with this. What is up with this? Can we find a lollipop? Okay. At least we got some heals. Dog, please, let's just leave this place. We got Friday, I believe. So let's track that and some more lollipops in the box. Let's actually use one of these now. Yeah, that's a good thing. Carrying around right now, in fact. Let's see. Chance it and if we can record track for this right now. So we'll do that. I believe we only have one more record to find. Let's check this room. Which I believe we're gonna be locked into. Well, not really predictably, but expectably. Just the same thing. I don't know why it's this thing, but it's not this thing, but it actually is. What the fuck? See, this is the kind of shit that you can expect. When it comes to the combat, that's a bit of a problem. Like, stuff imaginable. If I have to eat the last strawberry, I suppose I shall. But I'm sure there's other items that I can use to find. It's very big if needed to, but at least pick up the final record here. There we go. Saturday. It's been found. And with this, I'm pretty sure we can be done with that. Love the other pig child. Hopefully. Now there's only one more goat child left to find, which Which with any luck we'll be able to find without having to find anything else at the same time, because well, you dealt with the pain of having to find fight a goat child and a pig child at the same time. Suppose I can get to the map and try to figure out which. Definitely contend that this is one of the more, somehow one of the more intuitive parts of the game to navigate this building, but children left to find and exterminate before we can go through that door, I would imagine, but I'm pretty sure what I can expect to find that guy. But before I do find that guy, I would like to get back to the save room and perhaps restock on heals a little bit. Which I believe I've just managed, so there we go. I would have a few things to. Oh, here we go. Chocolate, minced pie, and lollipop. Chocolate is a full heal. We have lollipops, which is. I thought we had the like half biscuits or whatever, which we should be able to eat. Maybe we'll be able to eat those. Because we're somehow not able to eat those for whatever reason. Now we have 2 half biscuits. I guess maybe we just can't eat those. Go figure. But I suppose we'll also grab the minced pies. I don't know if we're gonna have like another chance to save, but I would imagine that I want to believe that we're pretty much in the final stretch here. I'd like to imagine that this is a decent loadout for that purpose. Let's see. Save over the last save that we did. And let's go find final goat child. There's like one room that I can think of that might be at least to look, because I suppose something that I kind of noticed is that like these special children that are apparently the ones that are blocking the door to be the same ones, or in the same locations as the children that we found. The earlier exploration thing kind of should explain why there was like both a goat child and a child in the like the main hall interior. Did I come in here before after the nighttime events? I suppose not. Oh, what do we got here? Minced pie. Definitely take that though. Something else here. Sharp bread, there we go. It's very nice fun to give you more of these items at this point because it's definitely necessary. All of a sudden you are forced into one of these ridiculous combat situations with this really not great combat, and you just have to deal with it, but it's not a pleasant experience, to say the least. Alright, so let me see. I open this door. Is this the way to the library? No, it's the way to another hallway, but one of these doors in the corners of one of the hallways should be the way to the library. Is it this one? Yeah. Well, there were 2 kids that we saw in here. What will be in here now? I think I hear goat noises, or child imitating goat noises at any show. Anyways, So yeah, this is in fact the final goal, where the final goal child is. I was right about that, right? Let's eat one minced pie, because we have plenty of those now. Less now. That is how basic arithmetic works. The headmaster will be proud of me for noticing that. I suppose I'll try to get rid of this small demon child over here. The dog isn't preoccupied with that one, hopefully at least. I wish the camera would let me see the attacker. I approached him, but I said it. Alright, finally. Looks like the way to the courtyard has been opened. Opened way. Now I kinda do feel I need to see before I head over there. Do you what to expect from what may lie beyond that door? Oh wait. I don't think this is where I want to go right now, is it? At least this isn't the easiest way to get to the save room that I want to go to before I go through that door. Actually, I have to pass it on. Go this way, and if I'm not in the... do like another turn, I think, to the right immediately. Myself back in the main hall, actually. After I killed that final goat kid, right? Like a bit of a mercy situation where, of course, now that the door's been opened up, there's no more enemy children in the halls. Also, a reuse situation out there. What would appear? I wonder what's up with that. Be anything. Going right back to where we were 2 seconds ago. This time we will open the door. I have no idea what I can expect to find on the other side. Well, I mean, I know what the room looks like, but I think I'd want to see that. What's in the inner court this time? We're not gonna get dumped into another pre-dug grave this time, surely. Unless it's these guys doing it this time. Oh yeah, I forgot she was out here, I suppose. Offer up some words. So this is your new friend, huh? It's so filthy but adorable. An aristocrat club meeting after this. It will be the most wonderful day, even though they said that today was the worst day. Apparently, I hope you enjoy it. Boy. That's... if you're saying that at this point, then I am still very unclear as to what her character is actually supposed to be by the end. On the funeral. What it says. Once upon a time, a girl found a hole in the ground in the yard. Little people came out and told her the news. It's the day of your funeral. If you don't like it, then you must sacrifice your friend. Wants to be buried alive. She was buried alive at the beginning. The girl did what she had to and buried her best friend. Well, I wouldn't want to be your best friend. Two cut of prevention pages. When the girl finished reading the storybook, the dreadful imps had all vanished, and even her dearest friend is nowhere to be found. All of that little gremlin that was here 2 seconds ago as well. Well, that will not do. What's up with that? The girl thought she heard the cries of her friend calling for help. Goodness, where could that be? Oh, there's a door here, but shall I go to the basement? This is where Dogo ended up. Somehow. And despite all that roaming that I did, here, there are many empty cases. Names are written on the tags. Meg, Diana, Nicholas, etc., etc. Did I even go into this room? I feel like I would have seen one of those descriptions. An old bicycle, it's covered in dust. It's that weird, very old model where one of the wheels is comically much larger than the other one. Gardening tools. They even call it a velocipede. But you know, there's a certain language where they basically never stopped calling it that, and they used a shortened version of that word as the word for bicycle. Chairs placed here. I get the feeling this is the place we're supposed to look. So let's head on out of here. We go this way, we can find him again. Try to, like, get out of here. Maybe this time we'll actually be able to go outside. I don't know. We can still try the door, but it's no luck. Take your... I mean, surely it's not a matter of, like, you're in the yard. You go out and you hear the noise and then you immediately go back into the yard. Surely that's not it. I wish I could take another closer look at this box, but apparently it's not gonna happen. Perhaps this way? Let's hand this door, not the hallway. Right, I'm officially not quite sure where I'm supposed to be going. See what I'd expect. Could it be the kitchen? Surely I'll have to go to every room of the game again. Or into every room of the building again. be very cash money. At this point. Yeah, you know what? I think it might be time to go and see what the almighty Buckethead shell has to offer. I feel like we should at least stop there first and then go from there. Hey, where do I go? If I should your friend and now you're all alone. Wait for boats. Let go of these feelings and listen to his voice. Search for your beloved friend. I mean, you say that, and yet there's literally no indication of the voice. Like one scripted instance. It's literally, it's like trying to figure out the source of those. Of like whoever was throwing those rolled up pieces of paper. It's just literally impossible because it's some non-Euclidean bullshit. So no, it's basically some guesswork. What I'm getting out of it. It's time. Okay. It was certainly was her friend calling for help from above. Oh, here he is. It's not a girl, it's your friend. Okay, never mind. What happened to him? Was he? The frightening images in her head, the poor girl was a nervous wreck. Indeed. Could there be something up here, though? Could hear her friend calling for help from behind the door. Indeed, here is... Perhaps another illusion? Nope, it was not the girl's your friend this time either. Something terrible has happened. For the frightening images in her head, the poor girl was a nervous wreck. Strange tools with fresh blood splattered on them are lying on the table, but also gloves. Oh dear. This month's gift, filthy brown. Oh, surely not. I have an axe. If they made it about my dog this time. No idea how much blood is about to start rolling. But it's just a fake this time. Like all the other times. But it's the same fake every time. It's uncanny.
Your friend is in the bag. It's too late now.
Oh, surely not.
My friend! Give me back my friend! Liar! Go away! Just go away! I'll never forgive you. Not ever! And as for the rest of you, how could you believe all those lies? Aristocrats! You're just the opposite. I hate you, and I hate you, and you! And I hate myself the very most for playing your stupid games and not having the strength to stand up to you. It's all just hideous.
Oh. Trying to figure out like how much of it. Like some part of that was expected, and yet a part of that was not at all. Stray dog and the lying princess. I guess the main implication there is that this happened before, and the whole thing when Jennifer actually knew those kids was when she was also that small, but now she's not anymore, and yet she's seeing that again. I don't know. Don't know what degree of ethereal this all is, but let's grab this first. Why not? Let's grab a lot. Let's see what's on the bed. Stray dog. And a lying princess. At the time there was a little girl. She liked to scare the other girls by screaming, "Stray dog is coming, stray dog is coming." Soon everyone stopped being scared to hear the way that she lied. One day the girl came home screaming, "Stray dog is coming, really?" Everyone thought it was just another lie. Except this time it was no lie at all, and so they were all gobbled up. I get the feeling I've heard this tale before. No. We're helpless and lucky dog. Well, let's see over that save that I just made, I guess. We're actually going forwards in time this time to December. Slightly so. Our PS2 sets from retro achievements now. Yeah, surprisingly enough, it appears there are. We need to get like the nightly builds of the PS2 thing. Well, those two tend to be better anyway, so. Smelling laundry baskets have been placed on a shelf. Also bizarre noises. From the lavatory, but we can't get it there at this point.
What? Really? Really? How, Chad?
We're going. Oh, wasn't there another one, like the crying one here? I was gonna say. Unless she was somehow the crying. I don't know how I'm supposed to interpret that. Was she the crying one all along, or was that just my reading? A coincidental resemblance to what we saw before.
Jennifer, over here.
Alright. No reason not to play along with this. Well, it seems pretty consistent with the other physics that we've seen so far. What's up? What's on the desk here? Another lollipop? This seemed to be pretty useful, so I will concede. After all, my shortbread is gone pretty much. I should get like one.
Greetings,
It's probably using that one.
Please forgive all that I've done. Greetings, Princess Jennifer. Thank you very much for coming to our new aristocrat club. Greetings, Princess Jennifer. From now on, you'll be our new princess. Now, Princess, please think up a new game. Please lead us. We are yours to command, Princess.
Princess, go ahead! Guide us! We need you! We don't know what to do! Look, it's windy. It's windy.
Wendy was supposed to be the princess of her rose stuff as revealed in that last cutscene, except still not very clear what that even implies. We're still missing context, but oh well. First person to get that achievement, no kidding. Guess there hasn't been a lot of activity in this game in particular for that set. I mean, if I'm the first person to literally just get this far in the game achievement, then I would imagine that I'm also the first person to get all the films and the records stuff that I literally just got as well. Imagine. Stray Dog Legend, that is just Wendy's Sly. Wendy's apparently lied. I thought that would be Jennifer, go figure. That's a good sign. Oh, shoot, hold on. I suppose it's a good thing that it's locked, because I do want to get this shortbread off the ground. Oh, this looks like we can't actually open any of these doors. No, I'm pretty sure I've been using the same build, the one that introduces all the achievement stuff to play through this whole game, but I can't really remember if there was anything else that I got. This came from the classroom. Going this way, perhaps? Unless this is just literally the same room. It is literally. So I'll just have to make her way anywhere but here. It's going backwards, I guess, if it's literally the only way that's open. Wait, what?
Once upon a time, there was a precious little girl.
Alright, well. We anticipated the kid that was like the secret instigator kid to be the... Oh shit. So one that apparently was literally controlling the killer guy. Anyway. Well, it might be time to fight. Let's see. So wait, just in case. Gotta go ahead and bring out the lumberjack axe. Hopefully you won't mind. Oh shit. Here we go again with the hitboxes. This ought to be sufficiently interesting. Would not be surprising that, like, back up get behind, so I assume that, yeah, back up when he does it. Oh, dang it. Apparently it's gonna be a... Oh, wait, never mind, we get an intervention from an actual dog. Who is good at being a dog. Oh fuck. Do have plenty of heals. I kind of wish that I had brought something for the dog as well though, but I'll pop one of these. Gee. So yeah, it seems we might be a little bit outmatched with this guy. Hold on, let's take a quick look at my health bar. Probably a good idea to pop one of these as well. Just to hit and run tactics. Something that seems to be a problem with combat this game as well, I gotta tell you, is like the, not just hitboxes, but just the iframes that the enemies seem to have as well, it's kind of arbitrarily. I feel like I never have those. Oh. Wait, what? I don't think that triggered properly. It says that I defeated straight up without being hurt, and that very much didn't happen, but... You know what? Oh well. Just occurred. Three portraits on the wall, by the way. It's just a dude who was There's a headmaster here, but can I leave now? See what the deal is out here. Because you wouldn't love me, because you were so stubborn. Who are you, though? Fell in love with Brown. Because he didn't realize it was me. I brought Stray Dog here. I also brought you this gun. Please stop him with this, boy. You and your blood. Stop him. That little dude was actually the little girl of the boy. And apparently, oh shit. Let's see, we apparently have Gregory's gun now. Let's look at it first. There are beautiful engravings on it. Good luck. Oh. I guess we need to equip it before we can use it. I would imagine their gun would be pretty effective against the person. I feel pretty reluctant in using it though, just say primarily motivated by the fact that
Sorry, Joshua.
oh shit. Oh, there was one bullet in it and there it went. Let's try that one more time, but this time we'll oh, poor dog. Full dog. This time we will use the weapons that don't run out. I can. I'm sorry, Joshua, what? I mean, assuming that this is the same dude who's like House we saw in the, I think it was called Gingerbread House chapter. Pretty sure he was, oh shit. So we're talking to some imaginary person there. Okay, hold on. Okay, you should be sorry for driving me to this extreme. Jeez, I forgot he would do that. And just to move there.
Sorry, Joshua. I'm sorry, Joshua.
Well, shoot, I don't know. Am I supposed to? I feel like I may have made a mistake, actually. Oof.
I'm sorry, Joshua.
Let me try one thing. What if I... Since it has the use option. Okay, never mind. I mean, we had one round on it, and we literally used it up already, so...
Sorry, Joshua.
But... let's give it to him.
Yes.
Apparently the legendary stray dog properties involve to conjure up more ammunition. Unless he somehow just had that stashed away in his pants, I don't know. And that's straight up underlying princess achievement as well. We could save, I guess I'll do like one final save over the... it's this one. Maybe, I think it will, actually no, never mind, I think I'll do one more. New one. Fifth slot, might as well do that. I think this might be beyond the... I mean, that which you've technically gotten to the bubble. Let's see. Once upon a time. Or maybe not, I don't know. Alright, I guess this is little Jennifer that we're actually are now. And once upon a time. So we can fit the final word of that on the item title. So girl on a chair, she got on top of the chair. And then there were two. Oh goodness. And then there was also a midnight raid. Welcome, welcome. It was an odd thing with this chair business, but I'm sure we'll be able to make some sense out of it, but I think that I gotta at least try to make some sense out of this, the midnight trade. But yeah, welcome, welcome to the midnight to here doesn't already know is a pretty cool channel. Give you a quick shout out here. Assuming that works, which it should, and there it goes, yeah. It's playing Arcade Paradise, which I believe they do. I believe because I've seen them plenty of times doing stuff, plenty of occasional retro stuff as well. Arcade Paradise. I don't believe I've heard that name. So, you can tell me what's up with that. How it goes? Doing pretty alright over here. I believe we're pretty much coming up on the end. Finally a full of rows. The scribblers that Wendy and I traded. I did just there were sequences that very much had the stylings of this is probably the final boss, so. Dear Jennifer, there is nothing to fear. I'm always by your side. I will never betray you. Made an oath, remember. I'm so relieved that you're well again. Is that why I couldn't find you yesterday morning? It's no use trying to fool me. I can see right through your pranks. Thanks in advance, teehee. Thank you for introducing me to Brown. Such a filthy dog is not a good match for you, and we just give it to Nicholas or something, and let's be content with just the two of us. Oh boy. My stubborn Jennifer, is Brown that important to you? It's just a dog, a filthy animal. Excuse you. Stop sharing your wonderful smile with that thing. Jeez. And Wendy, I think, was the one who was... may or may not have been captive of the stray dog guy, unless... like, it was implied that at least one of the children was like his child, but I don't even know. Arcade Paradise is basically run an arcade play games with some very mild business sim aspect, mostly busy work between playing games. Ooh, yeah. I believe I may have mentioned that actually, but my terrible memory has been doing what it always does. I believe there was like one thing that I got like as a freebie from the site that I sometimes spot from in the past. That was like supposed to be about like running an internet cafe, and I think it was literally called Internet Cafe Simulator. Yes, it was. I'm looking at it right now. It's one of the things that I apparently redeemed on Steam recently. I think there was also like a voucher for some percentage of the sequel, which apparently also exists, but I haven't gotten around to trying that out. Hopefully sometime. But for the Heartless, why don't you call my bed and waited for you? Why can't I see you every morning? Of you, are you avoiding me? It was always so lonely. Poor lonely Wendy. Maybe she was really the unlucky one. And apparently the guy she was staying, I don't know, it's still pretty unclear even at this point. You have to do a lot of filling in the blanks yourself. Spend so much time in this room. Who knows how many times I woke up here. Nights were lonely and cold, but you'd always greet me in the morning. You greeted me warmly. It's supposed to be Jennifer talking to Wendy. Oh, we can trigger this again. So in which capacity did they meet? It's not super clear, but oh well. Let's see what else. Isn't this like an actual flashback for once? Looks like. Everyone would put their dirty laundry here, and it was my job to wash it. How ironic, the one they called filthy washing. Their filthy clothes. It all seems so silly now. It's almost like that doesn't really matter once you become an adult. I don't know. I guess it depends on what you do after that. Bucket night. Makeshift night that Nicholas and Xavier used for sword practice. They may have forgotten about it, I've always remembered. I yearned for a loyal knight to come to my rescue. Who's gonna come to anyone's rescue here in like this incredibly remote building? They're watching you while you're in the bathroom. Actually, I suppose if she reacts to the bucket night thing like that, then I'm guessing that she's not gonna be able to get anything out of the trash can anymore either. What if we do try to look at that? It's a tested rubbish bin. No one ever suspected that something precious was hidden inside of it, nor did they know that it was the only place where I could keep my things safe. Oh, then never mind, I guess we can still use it technically, but... Let's see why we were at this point. Oh goodness, what else could be here?
Jennifer.
Hear those voices, and yet there's no one here. Are they playing animals? Is that the origin of the animal head children that we... Oh boy, that's oddly loud. So hey, Agatha. I wonder if they could be here. We'll say though, like with every part of this game that I haven't seen before, I definitely do come to like the music as a whole. Is there something here? No. This is like the idle animation. I thought she was picking something up. Doesn't look like we can examine stuff in here anymore. There do seem to be quite a few rearrangements like this one is pretty much of. I think it's love suicide, that's the main theme of the game. But it's a good theme. Actually, because we were able to look in the trash can, we can still access the inventory. Just have to confirm that real quick. That I suspect we'll need it at this point, but... Oop. Kind of mashing to see if there would be anything in the... Perhaps beyond that in the background, but... Of course not. The main theme of this game is dogs are good, boys. You know what? True. It's not true. How are you doing? I am still kind of scratching my head at what precisely the implication is in this room. But even more so the fact that one time Diana was absorbed in the thought here. She was the prettiest and most mature of the aristocrats. She wanted so much to be an adult, and yet she was also afraid of growing up too fast. Yet I am also so much thrown off by the fact that apparently you can never pick up that hammer, even though maybe that hammer would make a good weapon. Don't know how much of a difference it would make with the very clunky combat in this game, but, you know. It is that kind of adversity that should inspire you to seek out as many options as possible. On the working film projector here, any films you have can be played on this, but as it happens, I'm pretty sure we don't have any films on us at this precise moment. You know, I think the films, if I'm not mistaken, even though we literally collected all of them. Pretty sure that they're just all the cutscenes in the game. I thought there was something in here that it was in our interest to try to get that, but for some reason I don't seem to be able to. Plus anything of that sort, or any sort for that matter. I'm mashing X so hard while I check each and every one of these shelves, you have no idea. Oh, never mind, found it. It was there all along, it's kind of unclear, but... Alright, I'll be holding on to that. Now I suppose I shall find out what we can actually find, not in the basement. As part of the game's exposition dump, I could see some exposition, so I hope I find that soonish. It's pretty much the entire plot of the game so far has been, which I mean, it pretty much just makes it the entire game up until this point. Has been just kind of suggestions, implications. And I mean, for the kind of aesthetic and presentation that it was going for, it works, but... Started here when I dug up the mound, since that something precious to me was buried here. I couldn't stop myself. The old me, the one who didn't understand herself, I lost my friend because of her. If I could go back, I'd try to save him, but what has happened can never be undone. It seems to be a pretty, see, that's an implication as well, a very unfortunate one. Because of how all these words and what we've seen related to the scene, how that relates back to stuff that we've seen. It's not great to see that apparently this would be any kind of confirmation for that previous chapter and stuff we had to see at that point, but comment about the creepy, somewhat life-size doll in the corner there. I mean, it kind of looks like you just kind of have to find hotspots too, yeah. He was always playing with his trains. They were his only friends. There were no final stops on his railroad, for that would be devastating to him. It's rumored that this obsession had something to do with his birth, but Thomas never spoke about it with anyone. I guess Thomas was the... There were like 3 boy kids that didn't really do much of import, I don't think. I think, or I would guess, Thomas was the lanky one. I don't quite remember. I'm pretty sure it's just straight up clarified. I mean, not really clarified, but just like stated. Like Thomas is this one. And yet I can't really conjure up that. No, literally. Backtracked. Jennifer? Let's see, which part of the dormitory can we get some kind of a description out of? I would imagine that maybe the place that we're ultimately supposed to go to during this part is that place in the attic that was like the meeting place for the kids, but that was quite dark and scary. It was a mysterious time that aroused excitement. Nights we'd stay awake in secret, hiding from the teacher and draw pictures by lamplights. It just feel very much like adults, something not possible during the day. And she played along with that, and yet I thought that... There's a part of me that wants to wait for all the pertinent implications to be clarified. There are doodles everywhere. I wonder how many we cleaned, more would show up the next day. I wonder why. Yeah, there's like a part of me that wants to wait until all the actual straight-laced information is going to be given. In a straightforward manner. And yet, there's a part of me that wants to discuss what I think the actual is, because I feel like I'm going to forget if I don't do it in the moment. Well, let's see. Amanda was fond of using the sewing machine. When she got absorbed in something, she'd think of nothing else. If the sewing which was always on her mind, if we ran out of cloth or thread, she'd just sew rags. With an empty needle over and over again. And then she'd smile at the tattered rag with satisfaction. Well, she did seem to be doing quite a lot of that, just being in a completely unrelated mood and then just swinging over to smiling in a self-satisfied looking way. And there's one of the... Oh, stuffed goat. I guess stuffed animal. The white goat Mary, the black goat Sally. When Meg found her letter to Diana torn apart. was deeply wounded and cried in Diana's arms, even though she was the one who ripped it up. Oh yeah, I forgot about that. You read this thing in one of the earlier chapters, and it was like called the Goat Sisters or something, wasn't it? Well, she was the one who ripped it up, and when Meg's notebook was found all scattered about, Diana made fun of her, saying Mary and Sally must have ate it. She was bound by the shackles of foolish devotion. So this, the future that people dreamt of never came. It was soon forgotten. From the blue skies of hope, it sank into the depths of oblivion. New life born from it was an existence devoid of hope. It slowly wriggles its large body and stares at the sky with a remorseful look. That's its only purpose. I guess we're just talking Hindenburg. And yet, see the whole thing with the airship, like how that actually ties into whatever actually happened in the backstory. That feels like one of the things that, as far as I was able to tell, doesn't really have any concrete clarification. Unless it's just like a fanciful linkage of two events that were not necessarily related. Here before, I feel like maybe I did, but I didn't get any kind of description from this room, which maybe I should have. Yeah, this fork. Olivia, the one who cried all the time. Stopped crying completely when all the adults were gone. With no teacher to give her attention and no cleaning lady to scold her, there was no point in crying anymore. I think I would have thought that this place would have been the, well, maybe the kitchen. Would have been the place to learn about the fat kid, but we come in here, which is actually the kitchen. Let's see. Miss Martha had disappeared, there would have been no one to cook. If Clara had disappeared, there would have been no one to tend our wounds. If Mr. Hoffman had disappeared, there would have been no one to teach us. You can't live life eating snacks all day with no exercise or studying. If you look at it that way, even the aristocrat club needed adults around. It was so small. I guess Martha was either the cook or the cleaning lady. I think, yeah. It's a letter from the police. Are you Mr. Gregory Wilson, dear man? Let's begin the delay in our response. In your letter, you reported suspicious activity on the part of Mr. Gregory Wilson. After investigating the matter, we have come to the following conclusion. There is little to indicate that the said individual is connected to the recent kidnappings. Mr. Wilson is father to a son who closely matches the description in your letter. Oh boy. Yeah, about that. Therefore, we have determined that there is sufficient evidence to warrant further investigation. We appreciate your cooperation and understanding of this matter. Anthony Doolittle, Carrington Police. From Martha, Officer Doolittle. Miss Martha Carroll and I work at the Rose Garden Orphanage. In the past month, I have sent 6 letters to your attention, but I've yet to receive a response. Have my letters reached you? I ask that you please investigate this matter at once for the safety of our children. Yesterday I saw them together again, Mr. Wilson and Wendy, a child at our orphanage. I am very concerned for his safety. 2 of them have been acting quite strangely. It's terribly odd. By strangely, I mean Mr. Wilson walking on all fours and nodding, and Wendy appears to be scolding him. I don't know how to explain it, except that it resembled dog training gone wrong. It gives me the shivers just thinking about it. Please come investigate this matter as... There ends there. Perhaps if the matter had been addressed publicly, things wouldn't have turned out as they did. Adults are so self-visual, but I mean, I don't know. We could make it more public than that. get a police investigation. I don't think she could have raised more of a fuss with that whole thing without creating more alarm, because who would have heard it except people in the orphanage? I don't think we've been in this room before. Came to this room every day to do laundry. The water was so cold and the soap would sting my eyes, but I didn't hate it, because clean laundry is so refreshing. Some of these rooms we just literally weren't able to access before. Jennifer, are you happy now, considering how bad it was for you back then? That tragedy you wanted to forget. Now that you remember everything, how do you feel? The answer inside you. So are you gonna open up the faucet and either maggots or blood come spilling out? Does have that kind of look. What was the last boss fight you did? Well, it was the one that was right before this chapter, I suppose, which is the stray dog guy inside. Like once inside and once outside, and then just ended the second part of that by giving him the gun. I learned many things at this orphanage, the alphabet, words, how to clean and do laundry. The most important thing I learned was the lesson I received in exchange for my dear friend's life. I really came to understand myself. The beliefs and the will to stand up for them, I don't want to lose those ever again. It's actually... It's kind of weird and bizarrely unclear situation with like what Wendy was actually doing, what her situation actually was, but and bird graffiti. Red crayon and a red brooch, a red rose and red blood. Red is the most beautiful color, it comes at a price. It's my most favorite color and my most hated color. I guess the importance of the red brooch was just that it was red. I think the only thing we have left to look at on this floor is just these couple of rooms. Let's see. Those loved red roses, even the name of the orphanage was befitting of an aristocrat. It wasn't until I swore the oath of the rose that I learned roses have thorns. That's where I'm gonna stop that. It was a cold winter night. I had been scolded as usual and called into the headmaster's room. I didn't like being scolded, but I didn't mind so much when it was in front of the fireplace, which was warm and cozy. Even though there's a fireplace in the room next to this one, which is technically actually the headmaster's room, but it's Mr. Hoffman's prized collection of fine dishes. Would sometimes sneak them out and play house with them in the attic. That's her little secret. I guess no one ever found out. It's brand new. Playing a record would fill the room with sweet music. Okay, I guess this is your chance. This post-game room thing. It's your chance to actually finally use those records. And oh, didn't mean to get out of the room, but play the records and play the movies. There's an actual fish in the tank this time. And you're in a very stinky place because that rag Diana put to my face smells just awful. But no matter how clever or fast you are, there's no escaping. Like a mermaid in captivity. To a new reality. Leaving your home behind. Did you find happiness? I mean, maybe. March 1930. Recently, the children have been engaging in odd activities and spreading disturbing rumors about creatures that come after children who don't clean up and stray dogs that kidnap small tots. It's all very bizarre. I was busy catching up on my work when Clara came by to offer me a hand. I guess my teaching paid off. I was grateful for her kindness. In the wee hours of the morning, she was still working, so I gently took her to bed. I can hardly believe it. My little Clara, bless her heart, is already 16 years old. She tells me she wants to stay at the orphanage and help with the daily chores. Maybe I should seriously consider the offer. Tomorrow we'll discuss it with Martha. At the time it seemed so frightening. Were those scary things that attacked me just figments of my imagination? This is simply inexcusable. My precious Koi is young. Children must be responsible. I couldn't stand for this. Where's Diana? What's she been up to? My opinion of her will suffer because of this. The diary continues, but the last page is particularly interesting. It's Mr. Hoffman's last entry before he disappeared. I'm leaving the orphanage. Clara's here to look after things, and the children are quickly growing up. I've done right and fulfilled my duty. Bloody hell, all the trouble started when that wretched child arrived. I've done nothing to deserve this. That's the end of the diary. We never saw Mr. Hoffman again. That wretched child. I mean, if Jennifer was here for a while and apparently remembers him, I'm guessing he didn't mean her, so he probably meant someone else. The day Mr. Hoffman disappeared like he was running away from something. He had tried too hard to be someone he wasn't. The expectations were too much for him, and he wanted to escape those restrictions. However, children and adults live in the same world, and we must both play by society's rules. Really say much about what happened to him afterwards. I suppose the fish was ultimately like the inspiration, quote unquote, for the whole mermaid thing in that one chapter, but well, we haven't been here either. On Halloween, we all dressed up in costumes. Everyone else wore bags over their heads and stared at me through tiny holes. The blank faces and muffled voices, it scared me like you wouldn't believe. Is it really yonder? They asked, fearing it was something else. But no one would answer me. I suppose that's why some of the demon kids had that appearance. I was always more sensitive about her looks than anyone else. One day she was given a severe scolding by Miss Martha. Because Miss Martha's lipstick had gone missing. The lipstick was never found, but I knew a man took it. I've seen her applying it late at night. It's time to apply that. This just goes outside, I think. Am I allowed to go outside at this point? No, I guess not. Alright, I guess it's time to try to go upstairs, methinks. I don't know if I really got that impression, but I guess maybe the mermaid boss design was supposed to be also incorporating Diana's design. Let's go this way first if it'll let me, which it will not. Right. It will also not let me go there. Guess that's not it then. Don't think I forgot to look at any rooms in first floor. Yeah, I guess I'll check the front door. This painting? No, I guess not. Picture. I feel like maybe there's a couple of the kids that we didn't hear about, but any comment about the apparently the ladder. But even Thomas couldn't get down from the tree. The ladder which had been collecting dust sure came in handy. Back then Mr. Hoffman was a kind and admirable teacher. So. Comment about this chair in the corner? Well, I guess not. Let's see. What about the lockers here? Oh, yeah, apparently those have counted. It's a small locker, but it was just for me. My name was even on it. It made me feel welcome. I was so happy I'd move my shoes in and out over and over again. What about the umbrella stand? I never used umbrellas, and yet there they were. On snowy days we'd go out for snowball fights. On rainy days we'd go out and play in the rain and get soaking wet. Every time Xavier would trip and get himself all muddy and we'd laugh. It was so much fun. Oh, there's the guy. One day Mr. Hoffman suddenly disappeared. Clara and Miss Martha soon followed, leaving me and the other orphans alone. Oh, well, that part wasn't really mentioned before, was it? Literally the adults left. There she was. And there went that. Right. And there used to be a way in the future, it was timeline, to go to like the back. Perhaps to this door, but this door is not opening right now. I was wondering if some of that noise would get picked up by the microphone. I said nothing, but apparently not. Which is probably the preferable outcome. There's also a sign on the door, right? But I guess I can't look at it again. Do you have anything else to say to me? Do you have anything else to say to me? Well, apparently he has to repeat showing. Perhaps you're off, or perhaps you're leaving her behind instead. Could there be anything else at all to find in this place that we haven't seen since like the very beginning, I don't think. Strange hell. Garden that way. Silence has been broken ever since I came here. It doesn't matter. No one comes to visit anyway. It seems a bit counterintuitive, wouldn't you say? Often it's just like out in the middle of nowhere. Before we go over there, hold on. Should go there first, in fact. Let's see. So I'm pretty sure when you start the game, the very first place you go to after you get off the bus is this way. And after that you go to the main building. Just wait for me, I'll be there. I will find these revelations in the rickety shed. Goodness. How'd you end up here? This we brought Pop here. And been keeping him here all along. Which I mean would make sense with this kind of setup that we're looking at, I think. And I never want to lose you again. Everlasting true love, I am yours. I remember this stuff. It wasn't terribly clear who I was meant for before, though. Never until I die. Unless nothing happens. Maybe I should have gone over to wherever the side of the bus stop was. I suppose that was the game. Did I get a bad ending? I don't know. I'm thinking about a number. I'm wondering if I should say anything in particular, really, but yeah. I get the feeling that regardless of circumstances, I don't think we would have gotten anything different we saw at the end necessarily, but well, I don't know. I guess the repeated thing about this game, which is that due to the distribution it had, ended up making it one of the rarest PS2 games overall. I would say that the way that the story is presented this is probably a fitting pairing with that circumstance. How did you defeat the bad dog guy? Well, I liking him around for a bit, but ended up giving him the gun. And that's what, like, terminated that whole sequence. Itaminabe, Hashimoto, Hiroshimoriano Trio, and Tokyo Chamber Music Society Orchestra Trio. Strago will have his piece, apparently. Wonder which one that was. Yeah. I feel like I don't know exactly what I would say about. I don't think. How do I phrase this? I don't think my thoughts about everything about the story is that it can be summarized in a very succinct manner, but something that I will say is that something that I definitely appreciate about this game is the music, and something that I don't appreciate nearly as much is the combat, but I feel like because I have so many more thoughts about the story, that's like the big focus in the end. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe there are things that would have gone differently, or could have gone differently. Perhaps I shall look into it, but at this point, since this is an ending, I believe this will be after we get the 2006 copyright notice. I believe this shall be the good standoff place, but we get the 4-leaf clover key as a consequence of being the game, I suppose. And we will pretend that it's 6 leaves so that we can leave it in the 6th slot, which is, I suppose, a new game plus thing. Which we shall probably go on to after we get the we have finished Once Upon a Time notice. I can just confirm that real quick window. I don't believe I will be doing anything with that this time, at least, but perhaps I will try to preserve this particular save somehow, because why not? Oh dear. I think this will just go and initiate stuff.
The princess of the
Red Rose was always at her side. Then one day, her mummy and daddy died suddenly, and the poor little girl was sent away to a strange house.
I feel like even that small group of words has like a more concrete significance after you've played the game and you have a reasonable idea of what's going on, I guess, even if it's...
Jennifer, play with me, Jennifer. Read the story. Please read the story.
I don't know. I still don't understand just what is going on with like the grown Jennifers, you like really there. You actually can even grow up or then somehow come back and get far into this whole ethereal purgatory stuff where she just relives everything because maybe she forgot it. I don't know. Feels like if that actually is the case, then there's
Wait,
just a whole
please.
kind of worms that doesn't feel like it's ever really addressed.
Where are you going? Oh.
So old Jennifer is believed to be Jennifer's self-perception. That would make some sense, I guess. She's more mature than the other orphans. I feel like that's probably... yeah. Probably not the only one who would end up doing something like that, but I guess if you see everything through her eyes, that's really the only thing we would end up receiving. Oh, whoops. Need to just... was a precious little girl, her friend the Princess of the Red Rose. Alright, we heard this at the beginning. Princess 2 disappeared, leaving the girl all alone. And the poor little girl was sent away to a strange house. And several blank pages. Then she was all alone. Thinkable, filthy tale, the young girl Jennifer had no choice but to surrender to the unsettling predicament. What an unlucky girl. Heard you both think as Jennifer's parents died. I don't think I remember any concrete reference to that, so I guess that would be more like a distant implication, if anything, but I also kind of remember there being like a one document that was about I guess because of the nature of this whole thing, you don't even have any idea what's real and what isn't, or like what's true and what isn't, I should say. I think there was like one thing in the like Stray Dogs House section that talked about how apparently their ship got stolen at some point after a maiden voyage. I don't know, it's weird. But yeah. Like I could reflect on this a lot more, and I probably could, but at the same time, there's like I think a pretty deliberate quality about, you know, the way this whole thing is presented that makes it kind of clear that the ambiguity is part of that deliberate quality, so I don't want to necessarily deliberate on that too much. Kind of, I don't know, bask, if, you know, for lack of a better word, in the sort of face value implications that you get just from looking at the game, what you actually see in the game. I just kind of appreciate the way that sort of stirs stuff that you can imagine based on that. I don't know. I feel like I'm just getting back to the point where my head is just kind of swimming, but at any rate, I think that is in fact where I will leave things off for the time being. And hey, well, you know, there's a doggo right there. Oh, kidding. So the nightmare part is here on repressing your childhood. The dogman is real, as the police letter tells you. I suppose if we assume that what we see in that last chapter is like kind of more real than all the other stuff you see, that it's, you know, also very fair kind of compromise. feel like there's more of a sense of lucidity in that final part versus quite a bit of the other stuff. I mean, I guess one of the big questions that props up after getting to the end of that thing is, like, where is she at the end? Is she actually alive or not? But I feel like that's probably one of the bigger questions that anyone would ask after seeing that whole thing. But she managed to get through that whole struggle, then actually, kind of going back to a bit more of a meta thing, if she managed to deal with that whole bizarre and clunky combat. If she managed to beat the mermaid boss, I think there's definitely at least more than a passing implication that could be done that she could certainly be alive. And that she could go on to get out of that and sort of have a future that's separate from that. But yeah, at any rate, I could just kind of go on talking about that, I think. That was quite a game. But for now, I believe I will, as I said, go ahead and wrap things up for now. It was quite an interesting experience. I believe I will. So I'll bring this back. Whoops. Maybe adjust the volume on this a little bit. Bring back the music. So I can go ahead and play this out, and yeah. Let me take a quick look at a couple of things here and there. I will tell you exactly what I think based on that. Goodness. Probably a pretty fair juxtaposition, I would imagine, though. Logic 2 and that the game we just experienced. Quite interesting. I've taken a quick look, and funnily enough, it does seem, if I look at this, just having a quick look. There does seem to be one other person playing Rule of Rose. I think I will do, potentially, assuming that it's going to work out. I would like to have faith on this thing I'm looking at. See if I can have a quick look and perhaps do something that I don't think I do very often at all, which is a round or raid pretty much. I believe I will see if I can toss a quick raid at, hopefully I spelled this right, Face full of bugs with somebody else who is playing Rule of Rose. Which is certainly enough to make one raise an eyebrow, you might say. I would like to imagine this is going to be a cool stream. I am definitely inclined to believe so by that circumstance that I just mentioned. And I believe it might have just gone to BRB, but surely that'll be fine. But yeah. But at any rate, that does bring us to the end of Rule of Rose, which I will definitely still be looking into at least a little bit in a few ways. But as far as what I will be doing on here next, I suppose I will definitely would have to be returning to something that I left to finish before, of which there are quite a few things. See if I can do something tomorrow, I think should be unthinkable, particularly how I managed to keep myself going today. Figured out what perhaps I shall at some point tomorrow, well, let you all know. But yeah, at any rate, I think I really just updated Steam and I don't want to update again. What else is new? But yeah. But for now, we will just say you'll take it easy. I think everybody for coming like always. Thanks for chatting. Always wait whenever people chat. And I will be seeing you